Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win and find a way to lose. Talking about finding a way to win, Anthony Joshua is back. People, Anthony Joshua will win the rematch. I don't care what anyone says. I am so glad this man has finally woke up. There's nothing wrong with being loyal. There's nothing wrong with being loyal. It's all about loyalty. It's all about having those relationships, lifelong relationships, and being able to reflect back on those relationships and know, and for your friends to know, or your associates to know that you've always had their best interests in mind. You've always treated them with respect, and you've always showed respect and honor to your rapport or your relationship. But at the same time, if you have good people around you and they know there's an opportunity for someone else to get involved in your life that could make your situation better, in particular when it comes to boxing, they should tell you, go on and work with this person, or at least bring this person on. Shouldn't be no pride, shouldn't be any egos. And to find out that Anthony Joshua he selected his new trainer, Robert Garcia. People, you have to give AJ, you have to favor him in this rematch with Usyk. Usyk is a monster, don't get me wrong. But I just can't see Usyk beating AJ now that he has one of the greatest minds in boxing in his corner. And Robert Garcia is going to show AJ how to fight big, how to bully opponents, how to be intelligent, and not to sit there and get his ass kicked by smaller fighters. I used to listen to Robert Garcia talk about AJ in other interviews. I'm talking about like 2-3 years ago. And he used to say, man, how great AJ was and how he feels AJ doesn't use some of his abilities and he makes fights hard. He was saying AJ should be walking through everybody. And I think the consensus is that AJ should be walking through all of his opponents, from anyone he's fought and anyone he'll face in the future. Now, we got to be real about this. AJ gets through Usyk. If AJ has Robert Garcia in his corner going to a fight with, let's say, a Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, you got to give AJ you got to give AJ I ain't going to say the nod to win, but I give him a good damn chance. Not no damn 60% to Fury, 40% to AJ. I'd say that fight becomes 50-50 real quick and may even favor AJ with Robert Garcia. Now, we're going to see how he looks against Usyk. But Robert Garcia, man, that guy is amazing. Look what he did with Josecito Lopez. Look what he did with Maidana. Look what he did with Virgil Ortiz. Look what he did with his own brother, Mikey Garcia. And he has his dad there. Now, I think the issue that AJ could run into is Robert Garcia doesn't have... He don't have any big Mexicans down there because most of his fighters are Hispanic. Where the hell are you going to fight a big monster Mexican that AJ can spar? So they'll bring sparring partners in who can, move with AJ and try to give him the best sparring possible in preparation for the fight with Usyk. But I am just so glad to see this. And the thing that I think a lot of people are forgetting is that, AJ is a two-time champion, but he's been with his coach, Rob McCracken, since he turned pro in 2013. And that's a long time. And with him looking to bounce back from that defeat to Oleksandr Usyk, he's got to look to do something different. But, deciding to switch things up, trying to avenge that loss, I just think is outstanding. And with Garcia, who was voted the Ring Magazine's Trainer of the Year in 2011, look, you got to, even though it's only in 2011, we know what he's done since then and what he continues to do with anyone coming out of his camp. It's absolutely amazing. So July 23rd in Saudi Arabia, AJ, Usyk, and their teams are going to be out there fighting, and that's just absolutely amazing, man. And remember, Garcia is an ex-champion as well. Remember, he was a boxer. I think a lot of people don't know that. He was a boxer. His dad trained him, and that has a lot to do with why he's so intelligent in the ring as far as a trainer. And just like AJ was outsmart by Usyk, I think this time AJ will be the one outsmarting Usyk because of just that brain he has in his corner. So we'll see, man. But a lot of people love the move that Joshua is making. And we know that Garcia was surely working really hard on being the big man and even using some roughhouse tactics, which is okay. You like to see Joshua go in there and just do what he's supposed to his opponents. Just dog them out. Big, strong, can box, extremely powerful. That's what he should be doing. I mean, just really intimidating presence in the ring, and he's lost that. But I think he's going to get it back, especially if he goes there and he just demolishes Usyk. He's going to get that back. But aside from what Robert Garcia has done with his brother, Mikey, he's just done great work with some of the names that I mentioned, man. You know, there was a Jose Ramirez, and we all know he's gone on and retired. He made that money after Pacquiao. Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios is a guy who probably shouldn't have got to as far as he did, but Robert Garcia turned that man's career around, just like he did Maidana. So there's something special out there in the Garcia camp. He's definitely one of the best in the game, man. And it is what it is. So we'll see what's going on, man. But you at one point you had an Angel Fernandez who said who was brought in to help out with the rematch for Andy Ruiz in AJ's corner. So now, you know, we're seeing that AJ's like, all right, I brought a guy on. He helped me out in the Ruiz match, but I think it's a lot more what Ruiz didn't do in his preparation for Joshua in the rematch. Not so much what Joshua did. But now Joshua's gone and he's lost a unanimous decision to Usyk, and now he's trying to figure out what to do. He hasn't fought since then. And, you know, we know that early in this year he went on that American tour, just kind of talking to trainers and auditioning them to see who could help him. I know at one point he was looking at Eddie Reynoso and Virgil Hunter. To me, Eddie Reynoso is a one-fighter trainer. He can't help anybody outside of Canelo. I don't think he wants to either. I think he has a good heart, but really his passion, his time and dedication is to Canelo. Virgil Hunter, everyone should avoid Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter is weird as hell to me. Him with those glasses and talking in that low voice and that bald head like a damn avocado seed, you know what I mean? Virgil Hunter, that's what he looked to me, like an avocado seed with glasses. Someone just needed, he was a one-trainer fighter as well, man. He did good with, what's his name, with Andre Ward. Did all right with Barrios, but old avocado seed needs to just stay away from boxers, in my opinion. And definitely wouldn't have been a good fit with AJ. AJ doesn't want everybody whispering to him and a bunch of philosophical bullshit. Nobody wants to hear that. But we'll see what's going on, man. Garcia retired in 2001. He trained a lot of boxers, a lot of world champions, man. And when you talk about the champions this guy's trained, you know, talking about Fernando Vargas, Brandon Rios, Victor Ortiz, Marcos Maidana, Chris Algieri, Antonio Margarito. But the most notable of all is his brother, Mikey Garcia, who was a 4-weight world champion. And I just think for all the trainers that Joshua needed to look at for this fight, yeah, Robert Garcia. I think he went down there by Earl Spence, checking out Derek James. That may have been another good fit for him. Virgil Hunter, avocado seed, no. Abel Sanchez, no. You know, there's just really, when you think of Robert Garcia, it's like, yes, Robert Garcia, man, he doesn't mind roughhouse tactics. You're in a fight. You're there to win. You're not there to be nice. And I like that mentality. Hurt the man. You know, make the referee do his job, you know. And I always say this. If the referee will let me bite you, I'm going to bite you. If the referee let me kick you, I'm going to kick you. If I can bring a chair in the ring and WWE you, you're going to get WWE'd. And if the referee allows it, then it is what it is. It's past weekend with Rolly and Tank. You know, Rolly with the elbows. But, you know, the referee was looking out for it. But Rolly, you know, he put a few elbows on Tank. And Tank had that little strawberry on his little big koala head. But if the referee going to let you do it, do it. Most referees not going to take a point till like the third, fourth, or fifth time. So get your shots in. Get your dirty tactics in. And then clean it up when the referee's really about to give you that strong warning. And then you still have go a few rounds and you can drop a little more dirt on them. But I think the perfect fit for Anthony Joshua is Robert Garcia. The man has the credentials, he has the resume, and he's actually done it. And that makes all the difference in the world. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on AJ and Garcia. I think this is an outstanding teaming between coach and student. This is what I wanted to hear for AJ, because I didn't give AJ a chance in hell to beat Usyk. But now I'm favoring AJ. I favor AJ to beat everybody, as long as he got the right man in his corner. We just have to see if AJ's mind is right. It doesn't matter who you put in your corner. If your mind isn't right, it's not going to matter. And I hope he hasn't been affected, mentally by a couple losses and lost his confidence, and now is doubting himself. But Robert Garcia knows how to build you into a champion in and out the ring. And I think we're going to see Anthony Joshua get in there and just totally annihilate Oleksandr Usyk. But we'll find out. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Y'all, shout out to all the veterans. Y'all keep safe. I appreciate the support. And as always, I'm in the breeze.